Odoo Accounting Software tutorial. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. So as you can see right now on our screen, we're currently at Odoo, and so let's teach you how you will be able to use specifically the accounting section over here, or the accounting feature. So let's simply open our accounting over here, and over here let's check out the dashboard first. So this is our dashboard. This is where you will be able to find the general collection of things to allow the user to be able to manage and check out all the necessary information right away without having to go through the different parts over here. We are able to customize our dashboard to a certain extent. As you can see right now, these are the default ones. So we have customer invoices, bank, vendor bills, miscellaneous, and cash over here. You can click on settings over here, which would allow us to also link our menu in our spreadsheet. As you can see here, we have our different options here. You could modify them and like change a bit of the appearance, as you can see here. And depending on how you want to see the different information here, you could change them or use them as a shortcut as well. So anyway, let's get started with one of our specific feature or section is of course through our customer side. So in our customer side, we will be able to give them invoices, credit notes, payment, products, and customers over here. In the customers specifically here, you could list down customers so that you could easily add or list them when you're doing your invoice. So let's add a customer here. So you could add either a company or an individual. You could add their addresses, their tax ID, phone, email, phone number, stuff like that, and websites, and even tags. For individuals, we could directly go with the name over here. So let's go with John C as an example. Then you could even indicate their company name over here. Then you have your position over here, or their position. So let's say director for now. Yeah, as an example. And typical same information, you could add all of this information. You could add some contact addresses, their sales purchases over here, accounting, and internal notes. There's so many information that you are able to log and add into this. After that, you could also send them a direct message, a log note, and even check out their activities over here. Or you could schedule them an activity. Anyway, so we now have John C over here. You can modify it whenever you want. But let's move on to the next stuff. For the products, of course, you could list down the different products that you're selling or you have to keep track of. So let's say you're tracking how much you're earning for a freelance job or like freelance editing job. Editing, that's one of your products or services. You can select service over here or a combo. Since you're doing editing, just an example by the way, you're doing editing, you're producing an item or you're producing the video, and of course you're also doing the service, which is editing. So we can add that. Then you could also add some accounting over here. Income amount, you could specify it here. Payables, which is expense account, and so on and so forth. So we go back. Let's stay here. What did it want? Let's go click on service. Click on products, and now we have our specific product over here. Then we could also modify the pricing over here. So let's say our service costs this much or sale price. Then we have our cost over here. Then go back, products, and now we have our product listed over here. Next thing that we could do is the typical interaction with customers. We have the invoices over here where we could easily upload or create a new one. So typically the invoice is one of the most utilized or used feature when it comes to accounting. So we have our customer invoice over here. Click on new, and over here you will be able to create a very detailed invoice over here. So you could add your invoice number, your customer over here. So we have our several customers, so we could select that. Then you could select when the invoice date is, the due date. Then you have your invoice lines over here. We could add a line, then we could search for our product and also the account that you want it to go to. Then you have quantity over here. So let's say we did 5 editings and so on and so forth. So we will be able to see the amount over here and so on and so forth. If you want to add another product, you could add a new line. If you want a section over here where you could put in some notes, you could add that as well. You could also add a note and even a catalog over here. You can see. Let's go back over here. Select our stuff here. Aside from that, you could also modify or check out your journal items and also put in some other info such as customer reference, recipient's bank, payment reference, due dates over here, and accounting information as well is available for us to input. Aside from that, what we're going to do, or we could also check out, is the print over here, which will show you basically what it would look like upon being sent or when you send out to your customer. So you have your design here. So you could add your own logo, your text, the background over here. And you could modify the layout. So there are different types of layout over here that you guys could try out. And after that, you could also modify the paper format and so on and so forth in case you want to print it out. Just simply click on continue over here to save our document layout over here, and then you could actually, I think, be able to get a document file for that. As you can see, I just downloaded that. Anyway, that would be your invoice creation. So there will be a lot of different other features here like credit notes, but one also important things that you could have is vendors. In vendors over here, it's going to be the same section or the same process for adding a customer, and you have your products as well. And then of course you could add their payments over here. You could modify their payments or how they pay, as you can see. So adding a new vendor payment here, you could select the specific vendor, the amount of payment that they did. Then you could also select the bank and payment methods. Those are available, and there will be some progresses available over here as well to check the current progress of that. And that's it for basically the vendor's side. Is very similar to the customer side, but of course they have their own labels. But as you can see, this is going to be very similar to the invoice. We have journal or accounting specific features over here, such as journal entries, items, transfers, analytical assets, loans, and so on and so forth. These are very important features that would allow you to keep track of your different information or different data. So this is where you will be able to modify or add them as well and list them as part of your data. Then reporting over here, this will allow you to easily understand what's happening. So let's say you created or something, let's say a month passed and so much business. You want to be able to gather all of those information very quickly or very easily. So over here, you could easily get some different statement reports over here. There's also audit reports, partners reports, management, and so on and so forth. Those are a lot of information that will help users just like me to understand what is currently happening. So you could even show this to your boss, these data sets over here, which will allow you to also download them as a PDF or an XLSX over here. So then you can provide it to the certain people that require their information or the following information. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.